What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Basic Beat of the Week. Today we're hitting off with beat 6. Alright, today this is a cool one. I actually like this one because it departs the normal, always starting every drum beat with the bass drum on the 1. So we're going to step away from that today. And this may be a little bit weird and kind of feel awkward, but once we break through that wall of it feeling awkward, everything else will kind of flow a lot easier. So here's what we're going to do. The first part of this, we're going to build off what we did last week. Last week we had 2 in a row. We played 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. What we're going to do is we're going to pull 1 from each of these 2 pairs. We're going to actually pull the first of each 2. So 1 and is actually going to turn into 1 and. So we're not going to play on that 1. It's going to be a little weird at first. And then that part where you play 2 and 3, we're going to get rid of that and we're just going to play 2 and 3. Not too hard, because we've done that before. We played on the 3 before. But what's going to be weird is we're not starting the drum beat with the bass drum on the 1. Now, kind of recap for those of you new and joining us and maybe jumping in a little bit later in the videos, the constant that we've been developing is this muscle memory so that we can consistently play with our right hand and our left hand the same pattern through all these different basic beats of the week to start with, so that we can focus on the bass drum. So your constant that is always extremely important is counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Remember, for those of you who are new as well as those of you who've been with us for a while, that is the guide. When you do that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, that mentally allows you to link up either the bass drum or the snare drum or the hi-hat where each of those pieces fall. So if you're a righty, of course, your right hand is over here in the hi-hat. If you're a lefty, then you're kind of opposite of this, which is pretty cool because it's like you're looking at a mirror image. All right? So here we go. I'm going to start basic. I'm going to use the hi-hat as my guide because it's going to be weird right in the beginning of not playing the bass drum on the 1. All right? So remember, the bass drum comes on the and after the 1 and then again on the 3. Everything else, silent on the bass drum. I'll use my right hand on the hi-hat to guide it. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready and go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Even slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So again, after 1, boom on that and then right on 3, boom. Okay? So let's now pull out the hi-hat and let's use the contrast and the conversation going on between the bass drum and the snare drum. This plays 1 and right after that bass drum hit, we're going to have 2 on the snare drum. 1 and 2 and. Let's look at that again. 1 and 2 and. So the single bass drum hit at the beginning comes right before the snare drum. And now when we play the 3 and the 4, this is going to come in on the 3 and it's not going to be anything. 4 and. 3 and 4 and. All right, we're going to put that all together. Sorry, I had to sneeze. All right, here we go. Let's count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So again, this is that and after 1 links right into the snare drum. Then we're going to play this on 3 and then back on 4. So just as we've talked about, the snare drum is always on the 2 and the 4 with your left hand, or of course, if you're a lefty, with your right hand. All right? So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, let's try this one real slow. And just walk through the whole thing, and it'll jazz up the speed. 1 and 2 and ready and go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and go faster. 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. A little power behind that bass drum. Boom. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now a little bit faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now this is a cool one. I like this. I use this pretty often. It kind of has that bouncy kind of feel. Here's what's really cool about this one. If you look back a couple of weeks ago, we kind of played this flipped, reversed. So when we're playing on beats 3 and 4, happen on beats 1 and 2, and we're playing here on beats 1 and 2, happen on 3 and 4. What's really important is it's not just that they're identical and flipped, it's the awareness of that counting, because that's going to help us everything from this to all sorts of different patterns. Alright, so a lot of things are going to happen. Counting is so important because it's the awareness of where each piece falls. Alright, so I'm going to play out on that. We're going to have a little fun with it. And I want you to pay attention to, because this is your own exploratory aspect, I want you to kind of create different patterns with the hi-hat eventually. And really have fun with this. Because these are basic beats of the week, but it's only basic, and you can take it as high and expand it as you want. It's all about your imagination. So here we go. 1 and 2 and ready and go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I'll see you next time on Basic Beat of the Week, number 7, when we step it up. Take care, everybody. See you next time. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2. Adios, guys. I'll see you next time.